you want him on his knees begging to be with you, then stick around, because I have 5 secrets that I'm about to share with you that are going to make him spellbound by you. Okay, first things first, you need to stop begging him. Maybe you've met someone, you've developed feelings for him, you have grown attached to him, but he has started to pull away. I understand how you feel. You feel like he's slipping away, and you have these feelings and these emotions that you have towards him. The most obvious reaction is to hold on to him in the hope that the more that you pull him closer, the closer he will get to you, and the more he will love you and want to be with you. And maybe, just maybe, he will feel the same way that you do about him. Although this is the most instinctual thing to do, it's also the worst thing that you can do. When you do this, you enter your masculine energy. Think about it. Men are the ones that are naturally biologically wired to pursue a woman. It is something that is carved into the deepest part of his brain. Think about it. When you are growing up, the boys are always told that they are the ones that need to ask the girls to prom. Men are the ones that initiate and pursue. When you start to pursue him, you no longer have that title as the prize. You will be removing yourself from the pedestal and putting him on it. When you do this, he's going to start to feel confused because this just doesn't feel natural to him. It goes against everything that he has been taught and everything that he knows. He's not going to know how to respond to you because he's not expecting to be chased. And trust me, it's not one of those things where you can be like, okay, well, if I chase him, I'm going to stand out and it's going to be like I'm doing something a bit different, and maybe he'll like different, and maybe, just maybe, he'll want me now. No, wrong. Men do not want something that is different from what they have been taught growing up. They want something that they have to work harder for. What he is expecting and what he wants is a feminine woman, not a man. Not a woman who is in her masculine energy. He just wants a feminine woman. The chase is a primal response. Men are hunters. Men are the ones that compete with other men for your attention, for your affection. It's an evolutionary response of thousands of years competing with others for survival. When he has to compete with others for your attention, for your affection, he will value you more. If you are the one pursuing him, he's going to think that there are no other men that want to pursue you. So now you become less desirable, and he's going to think if other men don't want to pursue her, then why should I? And that is when your value decreases. That's when your value goes down. So stop chasing him, stop pursuing him. I know that right now you want to be connected and communicate with him, but I promise you, by doing this, you are diminishing your value. And this is the fastest way to lose him forever. The next secret is you are the trophy. You are the prize. You must believe this right down to the core of your being. You are the trophy. You deserve to be loved gently and properly, and just like in the movies. You deserve the princess treatment. Trust me, I know that it's easier said than done, but the more repetition and the more that you say this, you can trick your subconscious mind into actually believing it. It's important to repeat it over and over and over again until you genuinely do believe it. And how it works is your subconscious mind does not have eyes, so it cannot see your external reality, it cannot see your 3D. So the more that you keep telling yourself this, the more eventually you're going to start believing it, and you're going to show up as that person. So honestly, fake it till you make it. This will be the biggest return on investment you've ever made in your life. Once you genuinely do start believing this, you have now assigned value to yourself. Now you go right to the top of the importance scale, whereas before you were right at the bottom of the importance scale. People value things or people that have assigned value to them. And this is exactly what men are wired to want. Men love a fantasy. In their mind, they are wired to believe that their dream girl, they would have had to jump through hoops to be with her, and they will continuously have to jump through hoops to be with her. Think about every single movie that you have ever watched, a romantic movie. The man is chasing the woman like no other. And that ends up being his one true love. It's his dream girl, and he's done all of these things for her, and you are sobbing on the sofa because it's just so cute and amazing. You can have that, but you have to allow him to come and chase you, like in the movies, you know? You can't just give it all up on a plate and be chasing him, because now you're not going to get that fairy tale result. You have to change your actions if you want a different result, if you want a different outcome. I've said this in some of my other videos, but a man will treat you the way that you allow him to treat you. He will get away with as much as you allow him to. So in this situation, you have to put your self-respect above your feelings. So what goes hand in hand with being the trophy and being the prize is that you are not constantly measuring how much he wants you and how much he likes you. Instead, you spend more time sizing him up, thinking, okay, does he measure up to my standard? Instead of the other way around. Does he make the cut or not? Does he fulfill all of your requirements? Is he even deserving of you? Honestly, when you start to believe that you are deserving, you are elite, you are worthy, this influences all of your other interactions with other people. We are all made up of energy. So when you are radiating at this self-secure frequency, you are this radiant, positive, self-assured woman. Other people feel this vibration from you, that you value yourself highly, which in turn influences their behavior towards you and how they treat you. When you do this, he will be on his knees begging for you. The next thing is easy to please and hard to get. When I say this, I mean in the beginning, when you're first dating someone, you need to be easy to please and hard to get. What this means is, at the beginning, be easygoing. Be agreeable with him. Focus on having fun and enjoying the moment. Don't be overly difficult and demanding. Think about embodying a fountain of positivity, love, light, happiness. What you want is very light, easygoing energy. This energy in a woman is infectious. But at the same time, whilst you're doing this, you don't want to appear too available. Remember, your independence and your allure and your mystery is attractive. So how do you get that balance right? Don't always be available when he calls. Don't always answer. Bail on a few dates here and there because something just came up. I'm not telling you to play games. This channel is not about playing games. It's about healthy, genuine love. However, the psychology behind it proves that we want the things that are harder to get, okay? Especially for a man, he enjoys the chase. He wants to chase you. In his mind, he's thinking, yeah, you know what? Of course, there's 12 other people that want to hang out with her because she's so incredible. So I want to chase her even more now because she's in such high demand. Everybody wants her company and I want her company. This is going to keep him captivated and continuing investing in you. And obviously it's going to have him on his knees begging to be with you because now you are hot commodity. The next one I see happen all the time. Many of my clients have done this. I'm not going to mention any names. Don't act exclusive when it is not yet official. If a man tells you he's not looking for anything serious, however, you want something serious, and you volunteer to ignore these red flags and you continue to do this volunteer charity work, then make sure to log your volunteer hours because essentially that is what you are doing. Again, you have to not let your feelings override your self-respect. So stop posting him on your Instagram feed, even though you are not official. He doesn't want you to be his girlfriend. Stop posting his arm on your story to show everyone you've got a man now when you don't. Stop trying to fast track this relationship or situationship just because you love the idea of being in love. This type of delusion is the wrong type of delusion, okay? I'm all about being delusional. However, this is the wrong type of delusional that is going to make you depressed and sad and upset and questioning your self-worth, questioning if you are lovable. Why are you doing that to yourself? What are you doing? Stop doing that, please. And also it links back to my previous point. If you genuinely believe that you are the trophy and a relationship is what you want, then any man who even utters those words in your presence, if I just want something casual, is going to knock you sick. It's going to completely disgust you because if you are the prize and you are the trophy and you want a relationship, you wouldn't entertain a man who didn't want a relationship and who wasn't serious from the beginning. Now on, you go where your value is recognized and anywhere else is going to disgust you. Regardless of how rich and how attractive and how charming and successful he is and how tempting it may be to recalibrate your desires, your wants and your needs to cater to him, you are setting yourself up for failure because you are not going to be his dream girl because he has told you from the start what he wants. And he doesn't want that with you. You need to believe him. Go where you are valued, go where you are appreciated, and stop wasting your time. What happens is you start dating a man who has made it clear to you from the start that he's not looking for anything serious. Although you don't subscribe to the idea of having something casual, you think that if you play it cool and easygoing and just go along with his terms and conditions and sign that you think one day, once you prove to him how amazing you are, he is going to be sold and convinced and fall madly and deeply in love with you. It doesn't work, because the message that it's sending to him is it's easy to be with you. And it also shows him that you don't have any other serious suitors in line that could jump in and take his place, who probably would be able to offer you a lot more than what he's offering. In the short term, you may feel successful, but baby girl, in the long run, it is a rocky road. And please, I do not want you to be there to find out how hurt you will be, how much more work you will have to do to heal. The love that you deserve is like in the movies. The love you can have and experience is like everything you ever thought and dreamt it could be. All you have to do is believe that it's possible and walk away from anyone who doesn't fit that mold. And last but not least is keep your standards high and enforce your boundaries. The one thing that you need in any relationship for it to last long term is certainty. A man needs to be certain of you. How do you know if he's certain? Well, do his actions match his words? When a man loves you, he will come and get you. He will do all of those things that he would do for his dream girl, because you are it. You are her. You are his dream girl. If his actions and words don't align, then he is not certain of you. By allowing this to happen, you are not successfully enforcing your standards and your boundaries. So stop entertaining mixed messages. Stop entertaining half-assed attempts to show you that he is interested. And stop making excuses for him to mask the pain that you are genuinely feeling. Get rid of this fear of being alone if, God forbid, you reject his bare minimum advances towards you. You deserve certainty. In fact, you need certainty. Take away your attention and be willing to walk away from any man who is not certain of you. He needs to meet your standards. Your standards are not something that you just go and tell him. They are things that are demonstrated in your behavior. He needs to feel like you are not willing to settle. And he also needs to have this fear of losing you if he does not match up or measure up to the man that you require. When you incorporate all of these steps, he will be begging. You can have any man begging to be with you. So that is a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe to stick around. I'd love to have you here. And if you hit the thumbs up, I would love that so much and appreciate it. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Mwah! Until next time, I love you. Bye.